Hi, ladies. Welcome back to another episode of Style Your Dreams with Keri. I'm so excited you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I have a doozy to share with you today. And before I jump in, I just want to say how grateful I am. I'm so grateful you're on this journey with me. I'm so grateful that you're listening, whether you're on a walk or in your car or wherever you are. Thank you. I really appreciate I don't know, can we say partnership, our connection? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so today I want to share really big news with you. And I haven't really shared, I have not shared any of this publicly. And it's a pretty intense share. So thanks for being here for this. And if you want to know what's been happening in my life, what's been happening, what is happening, this is the episode for you. So I want to start by just sharing, some of you don't know a lot about me. Maybe you come here for inspiration. Maybe you follow me for mindset work or for transformation work, or to have a breakthrough in your spiritual life or what have you. And some of you know me from the past, or you know me from everything else that I've done. So let me just start by saying, so for the past, I'm just jumping in. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm just going to share with you, okay? So if I pause or I cry, just give me some space to do that. And I hope you'll stick with me because I hope this will relate to you and give you some courage in some area of your life. Okay, so in my 20s, I started a business called The Style Studio. And I started this business because I really wanted to make a huge difference in women's lives. I worked with men too, but primarily in women's lives. I wanted women to look in the mirror every day and love the way that they felt about themselves. Like, I wanted their confidence to go through the roof. I wanted them to feel gorgeous, because I know the power of when you look good, man, nothing can stop you, right? You look in the mirror and you're like, woo, girl, you got it going on today, and life changes. So I started that business and changed people's lives. I mean, I worked with people running for governor, multiple people. I worked with people who went to the White House. I worked with people who spoke at the UN. I worked with the top female financial advisors in the country. I spoke to them. I did a lot of amazing things. Worked with some of the top CEOs in Denver and beyond. People would fly here to work with me from all over. And I started that business, like I said, to really transform people's lives and how they felt about themselves. And it's actually been quite amazing. I had clients that tripled their income. I had people that met the love of their life. Like, these miraculous things happened in their lives, which is, wow, so fulfilling for me because that's what I wanted to do. So prior to starting that business, I had also led transformational seminars for many, many, many years and trained others to lead transformational seminars. And so my life has always been about changing people's lives, making a difference for people. That's just innately in my blood, in my bones. That's what I'm about in life. So this starting of the Style Studio 22 years ago was a representation of, and I wanted my life to make a difference. And the other thing is I wanted to feel like I never worked. I looked around and I saw people who were slaving away and working hard and not enjoying the quality of their lives. And I didn't want that. I wanted to opt out. So I looked to see, like, what do I really love to do in life? And I loved at the time to shop. I loved to make people feel great. And I loved to spend money and probably a lot more. And I loved beauty and I loved all things pretty. So that was that chapter of my life, and it's been so amazing and fulfilling. And we have this gorgeous studio in Cherry Creek, which is in Denver, and it's just been beautiful and so fulfilling. And the big news is the time has run its course. I am going into a new chapter of my life, and I am officially closing the style studio in 1 week. So whenever you're listening to this, at the end of November, our doors will be closed for good, unless someone ends up buying me out before then. And we're having our end of an era party next Friday. You're all invited if you're listening to this. To really celebrate the transformations that's happened out of this business, the difference it's made in people's lives, and of course, to sell out the rest of our inventory at half off. And it's just a great way to get people to come and engage with us and say, hurrah, we did it. What a great ride. Okay, so let's talk about my transition. I have to tell you, in all honesty, this has been the most challenging, not the most, sorry, I've had a couple other challenges in my life. Getting pregnant and having infertility issues, most challenging, my mom dying, and then this. So after 22 years running a successful business that was still immensely successful, choosing to shut it down is one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with. And let me tell you why I'm doing it, because a lot of people are like, why are you walking away from something that has been so successful and that people love, and you have a full clientele and people pay you lots of money? It's because in January, I hired a coach, and I thought I was hiring her to help make this business more successful and to do online courses training people how to style themselves, which I had done. So this coach, which she's incredible, she had me start to look at my life and what I'm actually on the planet for. What am I doing here? What's my purpose? Why did God put me here? And those were hard questions. So I started doing a deep dive in my life and answering the questions. And I think a month later, what I came to realize was that my life is for changing people's lives. It's for transforming people's lives and being a master of moving energy. Because when you can move energy with people, you can alter anything in their life that isn't working. So, and I've been doing energy work for a really long time, and I do deep spiritual work with people, both one-on-one and in groups. And I came to find that that was where my journey was leading me. That's where God is leading me, is to transforming people's lives on a much deeper level. And I was always so grateful to transform people's lives with how they looked on the outside. And while I was doing that, I was always coaching them on the inside as well. And now I'm just dropping that outer appearance portion of my business and going full on having people break through whatever barriers are stopping them from living their fullest self-expression in the world. And so I decided to go to start that business, which was in maybe March. It's all a blur. I started at the early part of 2024. And I created some courses online, which you can do. And mostly the courses I did were for me. And they happened to transform many, many women's lives, which I'm so excited about. But I created this mindset course that's 10 days, 10 minutes a day, to teach you how to get in a high vibration state. Because when you can live in a high vibration state, A, you only attract good things in your life, and B, you can start fulfilling on everything that you ever wanted. It's the key to manifestation. So I put together all these techniques I've been using over the years into one bite-sized course for people to participate in, to have these tools available to live the life they've always dreamed of. So I started with that, and I've done some other courses on how do you love your body no matter what, because that is the number one issue women deal with and struggle with. If I had $1 for every woman who told me what was wrong with her, man, I would have all the money in the world. So I wanted to change that. I want people to look in the mirror and love themselves. It is the one beautiful vehicle that you have in this life. And it's the most important relationship that you can have. Sorry, this was not supposed to be a promotion of my courses. I'm just so passionate about them. But you can check those out on my website later if you're interested. But as you can tell, through this process, my passion changed. I got my passion back for really changing people's lives on such a deep, deep, deep core level. And that's what I've been spending my time doing. And so throughout the year, I've taken fewer and fewer styling clients. And I just noticed when it comes to styling clients, I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And so it came time to say, I'm walking away. And I have to tell you, that was one of the most difficult decisions I've ever made in my life. And I had to have some hard conversations with my family. Also, because, I've had this business longer than I've been married, people. And I've been married for 17 years. I've been doing this longer than that. So there's like all I've ever been, like who I am has been this, to my husband, to my child, to my friends. And I'm saying, hey, I'm not this anymore. I'm so much deeper, so much more than any of this, which obviously they know, but this was my, livelihood. And a lot of people couldn't get it, because if you're successful, which is not easy to start a business from scratch, having no mentors, and turn it into what I've made this business into, that's not easy. And if you've done that, kudos to you. I get ya. Like, it is not easy to go through the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur, creating a brand, and having it thrive. And it's so hard to then walk away from it and say, this is no longer my calling. So it's been deep, deep, deep spiritual journey for me. And there have been many, many, many stages. I feel like I'm going through the stages of grief. So, one day I'll be like, okay, I'm done. And the next day I'll come into the studio and I'm like, oh, this place is so amazing. Or someone will call me and tell me how much I've changed their life. And I'm like, yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. Or, and I'm like, see, I should be staying. Or I'll be talking to potential buyers, and the whole time I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you walking away? This is such an incredible business. What are you doing? So it has been a roller coaster. And a few months ago, I finally said, I'm done. And right now I'm still in the roller coaster, because I'm now selling my furniture in the studio. I'll put pictures up on social. I'm selling the furniture from the studio. I've made it public. Last Friday, I sent out an email to every client I've ever worked with, or my other stylists have ever worked with, telling them that we're closing our doors. And I'm just telling you, it is, I cried, not going to lie. I cried a lot. But I do believe that when you want a future, if you want to be true to yourself and you want like the biggest future that's calling for you, you have to be willing to let go of things. And that doesn't mean it's easy. I know some of you can relate to this. Sometimes you left a job because it wasn't fulfilling and you went to do something else. Some of you have left marriages that weren't fulfilling and you went to do something else. Some of you moved states. I mean, there's a lot of different things we go through in life. And if you have gone through that, or if you are going through that, I just want to tell you, you're amazing. You're amazing. It's not easy. You are truly amazing. Most people in life are not going to stop a good thing for what's possible and what could be even better. And if you are that person, you're a fucking rock star. Just to be straight up honest, it is one of the most difficult things. So yes, I'm calling myself a fucking rock star now. So I wanted to share with you as authentic as I can about my journey and what it's been like for me. I think this last week is going to be challenging because, selling everything and locking the doors for the last time and hugging everybody at the end of an era party next week, because I really am so grateful. I'm grateful to have known every person that has come along on this journey with me. If you're listening and you're one of those people, wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It makes me want to cry. The amazing people who supported me starting this business, the people that have participated in this business, whether it be my former staff, whether it be my clients, man, thank you for this ride, for this journey. And I hope you come along on the next one because it's going to be even better. So here I am letting you know that I'm stepping into a big, bold future. So if you resonate with me and you think I can help you in that realm, I would love to. I love working with women in transition, women who want to have it all in life. I think so often there's this conversation in life where you can't have it all. You got to choose, or you can't have it all at once. And there's so much of a conversation for that in life. And I call bullshit on it. I call total bullshit on it. The only reason you can't have it all is because you're not willing to. You're not willing to say, yes, I'm going to. And yes, I talk to so many women who are like, well, I can't really do it until my kids are out of the house, or I can't really do it until this or until that. Yes, you can. The only thing you need is you. You need you, and you need to get convicted to having it all. And my thing is, I think if you have you and one other person who thinks it's possible for you, that's it. One other person who thinks it's possible and believes in you, then you can do it all. And I'm living proof of that. So if you need that person, I'll be that person for you. I'm happy to be that person for you. Or if you just need new techniques, take one of my courses. They're amazing. They're affordable. They will totally transform your life. And I'm going to start doing some more live trainings if you want to join me for that. You can sign up for my newsletter where you'll find out all the new offerings I'm doing. And you can follow me on YouTube if you just need some inspiration throughout the day. Let me see, is there anything else I want to share with you? I'm just grateful. I'm so filled with gratitude at everything that has happened in my life, and I am in more gratitude for what's to come. I trust God and the universe 1,000,000,000% that this next chapter is going to be better than I could ever envision, bigger than my dreams could ever create. And what it takes is letting go of who I've always known myself to be for who I am now going to be. So if I can support you in any way, please, please, please let me know. I have free resources. I have paid resources. I have coaching resources. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. And if you're in a transition, here's what I want to tell you. You can do it. You've got this. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. There is nothing you can't do. So go make it happen. Believe in yourself. Trust God. Trust the universe. And I can't wait to hear what happens in your life. If you listen to this, can you just write a comment on wherever you're listening to this, whether it be on YouTube or you're watching a clip of this on social media, or if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, can you first of all give me a 5-star review and subscribe? Because I have some amazing episodes coming to you. But can you also just let me know your thoughts so that I can know I'm not speaking into a void today, especially on this most vulnerable journey I'm sharing with you. So I have so much love for you. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.